So true.
I started watching a YouTuber do his streams recently. He does streams as well. And he, sits and waits for the audience to build up. I feel like that would be a good idea if anyone ever listened to this live.
Yeah, how many...
But they don't.
Like, how many people...
Well, I mean, he usually waits till he hits about 2,000.
Could you imagine? I just want to... I still haven't gotten paid from Twitch from the check that they owe me. Could you imagine making a living?
That would be great. Making a living doing anything would be great.
Heard that.
She said to her boss.
He knows the deal.
Yeah, we're not gonna play. I'm not gonna joke around here.
Yeah, so if you're tweeting that we're going live,
I've already tweeted.
There is an animal fighting ring happening behind us.
Ring. But it's okay, they're siblings.
They are. Siblings fight.
It's okay.
I'm going to continue filling everyone in and then get started.
Yeah.
I have started a new job, and my schedule has completely reversed once so far, and it's happening again this week. And so I just haven't been able to get anything out. We recorded the first episode of Channel 3 in about 4 months. Yesterday, I think. Yesterday? 2 days ago?
2 days ago? I don't know. Time is not real.
We're recording this, and then she's staying with me, so we're going to be able to watch a movie and do that show live.
And I still need to edit.
Which will be weird, but she's
a
still editing the last one.
Look. That's it.
That should be pretty awesome. Being there.
Yeah, I bought all this recording equipment, and it sounded so good, and we were finally getting our setup down.
And then the pandemic.
And then the pandemic happened.
God,
and we
Tanner,
were with the public.
Tanner, what an idiot! Not predicting that the world would be on fire.
I should have.
We talked about that earlier.
Someone pointed out something on Reddit earlier. It was actually on Twitter. About when things started to go bad this year, and there was one event. It was things just weren't the same after this, and I can't remember what it was.
That feels like it was the whole point of the tweet.
Yeah, it was. I should go back and look. It was one of those things where you're like, oh wow, yeah, that's true.
For me, it was your engagement party. That's the last normal day.
Wait, that was an engagement party?
The one where we all went to the hotel and had drinks.
Okay,
When
never
they
mind.
when they got engaged.
Yeah, when we got engaged.
I was thinking about the moving in party, the housewarming.
Oh yeah,
No, that was
that was a
also
housewarming on my birthday.
Yeah.
yeah. That we didn't know it was your birthday.
I didn't want to make a big deal about it.
Yeah, I gave you rotten banana bread because I didn't know better. Well, I should have, hadn't I? But
Yeah.
that's in the past.
When I was planning the engagement, I was trying to book everything, and everything in Austin was booked out because the weekend I was gonna do it was supposed to be the weekend of South by.
South by Southwest. Yeah, when they canceled South by, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. And so then I did it early.
I'm going for your likes.
And eventually...
your last like is from June, and it's me.
Yeah. So I saw it on Reddit.
So you just lurk on... Okay, because I was going to say you just lurk on Twitter, because that's...
I've never been able to just, browse Twitter.
That's all I do.
I go there...
Sometimes I'll close Twitter and then open it back up.
I go to Twitter if I have a thought to share. And they're always gold. What was my last thought that I shared?
I just closed Twitter.
I don't know if this is like, because I'm the old man of the group, I don't know how to browse Twitter.
That's my thing.
What do you mean?
And I've been on Twitter since like probably 2010. And
it says 2011.
2011. And I still just don't know.
No, your last tweet was just okay.
What was it? Let me see.
If humankind continues to exist indefinitely, despite the growing evidence that we don't deserve to, that part was good. How long do you think our calendar will last? Imagine writing a check in the year 248465430. Here's the thing. That's where you lost me. Who writes checks in 2020?
I think I actually need to write a check for rent. So
every like at least once a year, I get asked, "Do we take checks?"
Do you have one of those like check machines that you run it through? I did the wrong machine there, but you couldn't see it because it was off camera.
No, we're just gonna assume you did the right motion.
In March, you did have a pretty good tweet.
Ooh.
Can we just like not do April Fool's Day this year? We've been through enough. We didn't even know. We didn't even know.
Oh man! All right, who's ready for a story? I think one is as good as it's gonna get. Let's go.
I think it might be you.
It is me. It's my monitor. So anyway, get Catherine in here.
She's always a hoot. Hi, Catherine. I love you.
Oh, does Catherine like Catherine, the game?
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't know. Actually,
there we go.
I don't. I'll just go ahead and say
I
that.
think it's neat. I like the puzzles, and I like
understand
anything
it.
Atlas. Well, that's because it's high art, so you wouldn't understand.
I thought you didn't like it because it's too lewd.
Me? No. Maybe when I was younger.
But you didn't like The Magicians.
No, The Magicians is horny. That's different. Catherine is also very horny, I should say. But like, I went in with that expectation because I played the game, or I guess I watched a playthrough of it.
I bought the box set of The Magicians.
Yeah, I saw that. And I went, oh.
It's a good show.
There's so many other options.
You know what I think is weird in
There
2020?
weren't. What?
Buying physical movies.
So here's the thing, Norman. Everything that you stream is on a server. And one day, maybe soon, everything's going to stop. And no one's going to be manning those servers, and they're all going to go down. And guess what I'm going to be doing? Watching The Magicians at my house.
I'm sorry, are you suggesting that after...
That I stock up on physical media so that I can watch things after the apocalypse? Yes, that's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Well, it's literally raining fire outside, but good thing I got this box set of Friends.
I do have the box set of Friends.
I know you do.
It's in my room. It's in my bedroom.
Oh yeah, the living room. Yes, one day... Well, like... How many games did you have that you bought on the Wii store that you can't go get now? Because they shut it down.
None, because I bought them physically.
Exactly!
Who got a digital Wii game?
Exactly!
Fools.
I still have boxes of VHS tapes, too. I don't know where they're at, but I do know that I own a ridiculous number of 80s action movies.
Yeah, that tracks. I believe that. 100%.
Yeah.
Knowing Tanner, I'd assume it's buried in a discreet location in a forest somewhere.
It is, in case the world ends, and I need my VHS tapes.
It's a box in the living room that we use as a chair.
I hadn't gotten chairs yet, and I wasn't fond of the idea of you using my movies as a chair, but...
I'm very tiny. She's here!
Hey, look at that. Hey, VHS. The movie. And also my copy of Eraser starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Never seen that.
She has it next to her PlayStation 4. It's a very weird room.
I have a VCR in that closet, and it's in there because I don't have a place to put anything else.
Well, once I'm gone, there will be plenty of space.
You do take up an absurd amount of space.
And I warned you about that.
Yes, it's fine.
The way you say that doesn't make me believe you.
All right, I'm going to do my best to read this really small font. And you're not going to read it.
Oh, right. Sorry. I got too close to my camera, too. I was just trying to read chat.
I'm just hoping this isn't a story you're overly familiar with.
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, we will. So who here likes outlaws? Bandits?
Before we start, can I ask a question?
Yeah. I mean, we already started, but yeah.
Yeah, well, this is our brand. Why y'all are next to each other? Why do y'all have two separate cameras?
Yep.
Because...
That's correct.
Because it would mess with his whole thing. Please, don't expose me. I said, hey, we should do that, and then we didn't. So, but then also, well, okay. His whole setup, it's so nice and pretty, and I didn't want to mess up that. And also, I spent a lot of money on this camera. I want to use it.
We do have to share a microphone, though, because
microphone.
We're in the same room, and if we try to do it separately, it echoes.
Super annoying. Yeah. Very quickly. Oops, I unmuted myself. I've muted myself again.
Continue, as you were.
Don't look so disappointed.
So, Outlaws. That's where we were.
We're social distancing. That's my answer.
Yes. Not well.
Not well. This room is not 6 feet across in any way.
So we have one hand for Outlaws. Norman, where do you stand on Outlaws? Wild West. Bandits.
Oh, God.
You play Red Dead?
Man. No.
Oh.
Whack.
They're okay.
They're okay, he says.
Yeah, they're okay.
Whack. Alright, well, then this story is going to be okay.
Perfect.
So, have you ever heard of it? Hey!
I'm reading Catherine's note!
Oh.
I'm uncomfy with Tanner on the left. He is on the right. Well...
Okay, so here's the thing about that.
When I point this way, my arm comes out the wrong side.
Okay.
What can you do?
There's nothing that can be done about it now. So, have you heard of an outlaw named Elmer McCurdy? I feel like you'd remember that. It's not as catchy as...
Why is it watermelon mint, I wonder?
Machine Gun Kelly or...
Like, it tastes like watermelon and
Billy
like
the
Twinkies.
Kid. Oh, that? I don't know. That's a dumb idea.
Watermelon mint, baby. It's not bad. It's just weird.
Grabbing drinks?
No,
Yeah,
he grabbed this for me earlier. And now I'm forced to drink it. So I can stay.
Hey, bring me one.
You can have this other one.
No, it's another watermelon mint.
You grabbed these. That's on you.
These were the front ones in the box.
That's why I opened it on the top. I want to try the peach one. I think I'd like it. But it's at the back of the box. And I haven't worked my way there yet.
You got what you need?
Tell me more about Elmer Fudd.
You're very quiet, and then you're not. I don't know what's going on. You're good now. Whatever, that last thing you said was good.
Tell me more about Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
So Elmer McCurdy really wanted to be an outlaw. He was in the army. He was a specialist, trained with nitroglycerin, which is an explosive.
Yeah, I watched anime.
Anime? Not.
Yeah,
like so many other things that use it.
I know. But in My Hero, the Splody Boy, he sweats nitroglycerin.
Oh, okay. So does dynamite if you leave it in heat.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good reference.
That's Lost.
I should probably get that off the balcony.
With all your chairs.
It's the only thing I remember from Lost is they decide to go try to find a stash of dynamite, and Sawyer comes out and he's like, "So you and the doctor are going after the boomsticks." It's like, dude, why do you talk like that? Like you all went down on a commercial plane. Anyway.
You could all at least afford to fly.
Yeah. So, he wanted to be an outlaw. And he tried really hard. And he ended up stealing a fair bit of money in a few robberies. But his story really starts at his last robbery. So it's not going to be happy.
Did you set a date to this?
A date?
Yeah.
October 4th, 1911, Okeska, Oklahoma.
All right.
he attempted to rob a train that was carrying $400,000.
Is that modern day money or
$400,000 at the time?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a fair bit.
I mean, that's a lot of money in modern day money.
It was a payment to an indigenous peoples. I don't remember which ones, and he was going to steal it.
I'm back on not being on his side.
Well,
he's an outlaw. He doesn't care about sides.
This ride is kind of a roller coaster of emotions we're going to go through here. So, October 4th, 1911, he goes to rob this train for $400,000. Him and his boys. He gets on the train and realizes it's the wrong train, and he is instead robbing a passenger train.
Oh, good. Lots of witnesses.
So what he managed to walk away with was $46 from the mail clerk.
Man, was loaded. He just had that on it?
Yeah, he could have bought like 2 or 3 pistols at the store. With that kind of money. That's walking around money, but it's no $400,000.
That's not walking around money. That's like your week's earnings.
You don't know about my week. You don't have to remind me about my week. So, stole $46, and the police were onto him. So he ran and hid.
They weren't happy.
They weren't happy, but they weren't $400,000 not happy. They were $46 not happy.
More annoyed.
Yeah. So he ran and hid, and he was found by police the next day in a barn. Just like...
I love that.
That's exactly the way that has to go. But he wanted to be an outlaw, not a criminal. So he started a shootout and got shot and died. He got shot and killed with his $46. So the body...
Did he even get to spend any of it?
He probably died with less.
Might have paid the farmer to stay in the barn. So, shot and killed on October 5th, 1911. The body went unclaimed, and it was taken to the Undertaker. A man named...
Oh, hell yeah! Suplexed him?
I knew that was going to happen. Loki, we played WWE the other day, and...
I played it 2 days in a row, and I don't want to touch it ever again.
That's not true.
I don't know how to play it, and it makes me
That's
mad.
not true.
Anybody knows how to play that game.
It is...
2K20, it's...
I'm not gonna... I will also not review this game. And
broken.
We should not review it.
Well, it's not...
We had fun.
We had fun, but not the way that it was intended.
I think you have to pay to unlock Undertaker. Anyway.
You do, and also Ribby.
I don't know what that means.
I know, and that upsets me.
I wasn't allowed to watch that growing up.
Right. No, that's something completely different. I will tell you about it later, though.
Okay.
It's nothing dirty, Mom.
So the body went unclaimed and was taken to the Undertaker, a man named Joseph Johnson. Jojo. And Jojo did the full workup on the body. He embalmed it, dressed it up in regular clothes, and he put it in the back and waited for someone to claim it, but no one ever did. But he refused to bury the body until someone paid him for his work. So
heard that. Didn't he have $46 on him?
I think the police confiscated the $46.
Huh.
Think about it, like getting robbed, and then the robber dying, and the money he stole goes to paying that off. Like, I'd be pissed.
Pays the police for their trouble.
I'd be annoyed, but I'd be like, that's blood money now.
Well, the mail clerk, like, it wasn't his money. It was the money from the mail. Like, I imagine they spent some time just sifting through packages, shaking envelopes.
Grandma's birthday cards, huh?
Yeah, stuff like that.
$2 bill, baby.
So he refused to bury the body until he was paid for the work. Makes sense, I guess. I get it. What doesn't make sense is what he did. So he kept the body in the back, and he would let people pay a nickel to go and see the, what did he call it? The bandit who wouldn't give up.
That's a lot of bandits back then. A
Yeah.
lot of bandits were killed by the law.
So, okay.
That was part of being an outlaw, is that... Oh, also, this is a fun fact. if you were an outlaw, if someone killed you, you wouldn't be prosecuted for it. Like, sorry, if you killed an outlaw, you wouldn't be prosecuted for murder.
Absolutely.
'Cause
Justifiable
outlaws,
homicide.
they're outside of the law, so they're just like,
So,
sucks.
I get that in 1911 they didn't have, like, a PlayStation. And they had to do other stuff for fun. But paying a nickel to see a dead body, when I imagine there are tons of dead bodies. Like, it's weird. But what's weirder is, and I didn't put this in my notes, but I remember it from something I watched.
When did the Great War start?
It ended in 1912, didn't it?
Relevance?
World War I. And none.
Are we stopping for me to look this up?
Yeah, when did World War I end?
It started in 1914. So I'm just saying, because, like, if you're going to pay a nickel to see a body, like, you could just... you could just
be a soldier.
Be drafted and just go for free. You'd get paid even.
Thank you, Army recruiting video.
Okay, I'm gonna really derail this real quick.
Okay.
Who was the last outlaw?
Wait, sorry, is that a train?
The Last Outlaw?
Train pun?
A little bit.
That's a good one. The Last Outlaw was Elton John?
I would say it's...
No. It's the other one. Who's the other guy that plays piano that's not Elton John? He Sting's Piano Man.
Or kill a man and just leave.
Joel.
Billy Joel. That was The Last Outlaw. He
I
said
was
so
gonna
in his
say-
song where he compares himself to Billy the Kid, despite the fact that they have nothing in common.
Okay.
Hold on. I have an answer. Rango. It's Rango. The
Johnny
lizard.
The lizard? Okay, so we have two awful answers to that question.
Well, it's a movie, so I can't really give you an answer. It's Mickey Rourke.
Oh.
That's literally The Last Outlaw.
What about, like, Bon Jovi?
How do I Google this? Because just movies come up.
I googled the Last Outlaw, and Mickey Rourke played the Last Outlaw. So that answers the question that you asked, but not.
Hold on. We have a comment from Catherine, and I like to assume that she's making a John Mulaney reference, but I'm not positive.
She's hip and in the know. Come on.
Ooh,
We found a pool of the victim's blood. Gross.
Who was that Last Outlaw? Mickey Rourke. Thank you.
Earl.
Wyndham.
Sorry. Earl Duran, 1939.
I really appreciate the references. Thank you.
I don't know who Earl Wyndham is. That just came in my brain.
Doesn't he own, like, a hotel chain?
I don't know. Let's look at it.
Look, that's not what we're here for today.
I think that's wrong. Then why are we here? If we're not gonna...
I don't know. I don't know why we thought this would be a good idea. Does anyone remember where I was?
Yeah, the Last Outlaw. The nickel.
The nickel. People would pay a nickel to come see
the Great War
the dead body.
And Mickey Rourke.
So some people,
Piano Man.
a lot of people would actually go up and put the nickel in his mouth.
Now, why would you do that?
I don't know.
Wait, the Last Outlaw is the Undertaker.
We're back.
Stop it.
We're back
No.
to the Undertaker.
Stop it.
So, this nickel mouth guy, he collected these nickels for a while. So this was in
Nickel Mouth Guy.
Nickel Mouth. It's my
Is
new
that where
band.
they got the band? Okay. They're just like, no, that's a little too weird. What if we put it on his back? I could work with that.
So he did this for 5 years. Until October 6th, 1916. A man calling himself, and I don't know how he pronounced this, I guess Aver? A-V-E-R. How would you pronounce that, Norm?
Avery.
Aver?
Aver. It's French.
So he contacted Joseph and claimed to be Elmer's brother from California. And the next day, he and Elmer's other brother, Wayne, showed up, and they took the body to San Francisco for a proper burial. But what they actually did was they shipped it to Arkansas City, Kansas. And the men were actually James and Charles Patterson of the Patterson Carnival shows. So they saw what this guy had going on. I'm sorry, is there something more important going on?
Yeah, I just followed you on Twitch.
Oh, thanks.
Because apparently I wasn't following. I have you
I
on
really
auto
appreciate
post,
it.
But I wasn't following you.
Avis, if it's French.
The diabetes man died. Oh!
No! Not him. Wilbur?
What did he die of?
Probably the Rona.
Wilbur will live on.
Wilford.
So they shipped the body to Arkansas City, Kansas, and they showed it in their Patterson Carnival show. It was a traveling carnival, went all around. This guy got to see the world after he died.
So not really.
In 1922, 11 years after his death, the body was sold to Louis Sonny. Or Louis Sonny?
So he got paid.
Or Spoonie, depending on what source you're looking at. Sonny used the corpse in his traveling museum of crime.
I don't like that.
Don't like what?
The traveling corpse.
Well, the corpse didn't travel. The museum of crime traveled. The corpse was just in the museum.
Is that the sequel to
How is that different from going to see,
I think it's a prequel.
King Tut's exhibit? How is that different?
As someone who went to King Tut's exhibit, I cannot tell you.
But it is.
I feel... No, it is different.
No, it's not.
But I think it's because one has been dead for centuries. The other one has only just recently been dead a century.
Well, not even as... Yeah. I guess he's been dead
Recently
a century
to
now.
Us. At this point, his family was still alive.
Well...
Nor was it you, or was it us, actually, that were talking about, like, when is it okay to start making jokes? It was us.
That was a line we had to try to draw pretty early on.
Because serial killers.
Yeah.
Of course it was us.
Look, the fact of the matter is, in 3 generations, barely anyone will remember you, and in 4, no one will.
And I'm saying that this guy's...
I'm sorry, you don't think 4 generations can go by in 11 years in Arkansas?
You're right. That's on me.
Oh, wait. Sorry, it was actually Kansas. It was Arkansas City, Kansas. For whatever reason. So, Kansas is fine.
I just work here, dude.
Anyway, so Sonny used the corpse in his traveling museum of crime, which was a wax figure exhibit.
No, it wasn't. That's just a dead body.
Not a corpse exhibit. Now, the body at some point was coated in wax, but we're not sure when.
That answers that.
It started to look gross, and it was starting to get a little worn, so they put some wax on it to make it look new and fresh.
That's a new definition of a death.
Fine.
So anyway, this was probably when it was coated in wax, but no one's sure.
What year was this at this point?
1922.
So they have other things to focus on. There's an upcoming war. The other one has been done, but...
There are films. At this time, yes, they're not good. This was not the heyday of cinema.
Some of them were okay.
That's coming from you.
Charlie Chaplin.
Okay. His were very good, but...
They hold up.
Yes. I can't argue with that. You're right. Those are good. Okay.
Yes. But I'd rather see
Can we get back to our wax man? So, in 1933...
Wax man.
The
worst Avenger.
This corpse was... There's actually a superhero called Plastic Man, and he's not wax, but he's plastic.
I'm sure there's a wax man.
There probably is. It's probably like a... Never mind. We're not going to go into this. In 1933, the wax man was acquired by Dwayne Esper. It's acquired by Dwayne Esper to promote his film Narcotic, with an exclamation point, which was kind of in the vein of Reefer Madness.
Cute.
Yeah, but I guess it was about like harder drugs, like grown-up drugs. Oh. So...
Look, no drugs in this home.
Yes, absolutely not. This is weird, though. The corpse was not...
This is where it gets weird?
This is where it gets weirder. So the corpse was not used in the film. It was used to promote. It was placed in theater lobbies as a... What did he call it? Dead dope fiend. And when kids asked why it looked so gross, he said, that's what happens when you take drugs. So yeah, this was a cardboard prop to this guy. What? Norman, you have no reaction to this. I'm starting to think you're a sociopath.
He made a face. You were looking at me, but he did make a face.
Well, there was a couple things going on. It's all ridiculous, but also I looked up Waxman. He's in the DC universe.
What are his powers?
Wax.
All right, we're gonna
self-explanatory.
Shape-shifting, slime form, camouflage, verbal mimicry, elasticity, safecracker. Weird. All right, sure.
What?
Yeah.
I would also be fine with that punishment. Just a shout out to chat.
Yeah.
That would be kind of sick. Actually, that would just be a weekend for me.
I wish punishment for doing drugs was to be dipped in wax and left in movie theater lobbies. I think it would hurt.
To be dipped in wax?
Yes.
I have a candle warmer, and you can stick your finger in the wax, and like, it's not great, but it's bearable. Right.
Okay. You're not taking into account that your body is covered in hair.
So is my finger.
Excuse me?
Like, I have some hairs.
I was really trying to work up a joke about...
I didn't give you time.
I'm glad you stopped.
I should have given you time. That's my bad. So after Louis Sonny died in 1949, the corpse was placed in an LA storage warehouse.
No, just bury him.
Naturally. And in 1964, Sonny's son, Dan Sonny,
Sonny son.
He lent the corpse to a filmmaker named David F. Friedman? Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Great.
So the corpse made a brief appearance in a 1967 film called She Freak. I've
probably seen that.
I don't know what that could be about, but I'm interested. If someone knows, let me know. In 1968, Dan Sonny sold the body along with all the other wax figures for $10,000 to Spoony Singh, the owner of Hollywood Wax Museum. Is everyone following?
Yeah, I'm looking up She Freak because I don't... Wow! I think I have seen this.
Is it... What kind of exploitation is it? Oh.
What is that?
It's She Freak.
That's the She Freak.
Oh.
So, the figures were exhibited in a show at Mount Rushmore for a while. All of them.
To watch this.
Most of them were wax. One of them was not. Don't forget that. Well, it was a little bit wax.
It's on Prime.
Maybe later.
I'm watching it. It's got a 3.3.
I'm just going to let this play out.
Out of 10.
Yeah, I'm definitely just going to let this play out.
I think I'm done.
Okay.
We're just watching it later.
So, all the wax figures were exhibited at a show at Mount Rushmore, where this one in particular, the one that's a body, sustained heavy damage in the wind. Fingers and toes blew off.
Stop.
It was pretty beat up. So it was deemed too gruesome to be exhibited. And it was...
Oh, is that all it took?
Yeah, that was it. It was sold to Ed Lurch, Lurch. And
do they still know it's an actual body?
No, at this point that has been lost to history because of the wax coating.
Okay.
But if they did, they definitely don't. After Ed Lurch got a hold of it and painted it neon orange to hang in his New Pike amusement park Laugh in the Dark Funhouse, which was I believe, a drive-through haunted house in an amusement park.
That's a decision. That's several decisions.
So that happened,
That's
for
several
sure.
layers of, oh my god.
And so all of this culminates in what I imagine was a really bad day for one stagehand in 1977. The New Pike amusement park had shut down. It was abandoned, as was the haunted house, and a TV show had decided to film in the haunted house, but they didn't want to use all the props that were already there, so they sent in a crew to remove them. One poor guy walked up to the hangman, as he was known then, the bright orange hangman, assumed he was paper mache, and gave the arm a tug to pull him down from the noose, at which point it came off. Now there was no blood per se, but there was definitely muscle and mummified skin and all of that good stuff. At which point he thought, hey, this kind of looks like an actual guy.
That's a dude!
Yeah. So then they figured out that this was the actual guy. They took it to the police. It was investigated as a potential homicide case.
Yeah, by the police.
Yeah.
But, they're all dead.
Well, but they
can't
didn't.
prosecute.
They didn't know who it was. They just knew
right.
it was a body.
Right. I'm upset.
So anyway, they figured out who it was. They put the pieces together, and here's a happy ending for the wannabe outlaw. He is now buried in Boot Hill with all the great outlaws. I can't remember which one specifically.
He wasn't even that great. He got $46.
He made a few $1,000s before that. He was doing like $4,000 and $5,000 jobs.
And he died for $46.
Yeah, well, there's that.
What revenue did he bring in?
What was his net worth?
Let's see what his net worth was. He is. I just
saw a picture of him.
Yeah, that's an actual photo of him.
I think I've seen that photo.
He was buried in Boot Hill next to Bill Doolin, famous outlaw. That's also where Billy the Kid is buried and a few other outlaws, supposedly. So he had done a few jobs. He did $4,000 out of a safe in the Iron Mountain, Missouri Pacific train.
He had safe cracking skills. The original wax.
He did. That's probably where that superhero comes from. Because it's also where a storyline from Jonah Hex comes from. Jonah Hex has a similar, origin story in one of his comics to this guy. So he was brought in on these cases to open safes because they had tried to, break into them with hammers and they weren't able to get through, but he had a knowledge of nitroglycerin. So he would blow the safes open.
That's how I do it in Red Dead.
So anyway, that's the story of Elmer McCurdy, the worst outlaw potentially of all time. But
I wouldn't say so.
Well, he stole $46 and got killed.
He died for $46. But he knew how to blow stuff up. And if that's not a full life, I don't know what is.
He had a full life after he died, that's for sure. He went all over.
I suppose.
I do think it's cool that they buried him in Boot Hill. That's very kind.
Yeah.
And he made it very public that he wanted to be an outlaw. That was his thing. He wanted to be one of the greats.
Hey, everybody, hey.
I would like to be an outlaw.
Just so you know.
My name's Elmer.
Elmer McCurdy. Oh, it was right.
Yeah.
Sick. I thought I made it up for a second.
For anyone who's wondering, I will pull up a picture and put it on stream of what he looks like.
Well.
This is him. Stream.
Catherine, I know you'll love that.
Wow, that zoom does not work.
No.
Let's see. I want to see. Yeah, that's showing up on stream.
As Norman.
So that's my story.
Don't wear it out.
enjoyed it. What did
That's
y'all
what I thought
think?
was wrong. That's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Had you heard of that?
I hadn't.
There we go.
We found
I won. I won the podcast.
We can shut it down, everybody. I don't know much about the Old West because it kind of sucked. It was a lot of similar stories over and over. Like, this man died for $46. This one died for $48.
Tombstone. You got Billy the Kid.
Supposedly.
He was a kid. Supposedly.
So was King Tut. Let's talk about that.
I don't know. Did you know that Julius Caesar was closer to us than he was to the Egyptians time-wise?
Well, the Egyptians are still around, you know.
I'm sorry. I should have been more specific. When he visited, Egypt, he was closer to us than to ancient Egypt, quote unquote, as in
the pyramids,
when the pyramids were constructed.
Didn't he marry Cleopatra?
They had a thing.
Yeah, and her that whole thing is she was closer to cell phones than the Great Pyramids.
Yeah, that too.
So it stands to reason that since they had a thing,
the pyramids are very old.
The pyramids are very
old. Is the point.
Also,
probably aliens, but it could have been dinosaurs. So who knows? There are people who believe dinosaurs built the pyramids.
That hurts.
Well, people instructed dinosaurs to build the pyramids.
Right. I don't have anything to say on that one. I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Anyway, Norman, what did you think of the story?
That's pretty cool. It was a lot better than your like Emily said, your normal Outlaw story.
It certainly was a ride.
I gotta say real quick, I was playing with my mic because it has my headphones, and I was messing with the volume button, and I was like, no, Norman's getting really quiet. I turned the sound on. I didn't realize it. It's been a long day. Don't look at me like that.
No, good story though. Good story.
Thank you.
I think I'm most excited about the new movie we have to watch from it.
No,
that's no. All right, here's the deal.
I thought we were going to get on PureFlix and watch something.
Okay, we can do both.
Quibi and watch something.
No one has time for Quibi.
No.
It's only a quib.
What does that even mean? Did you know they've already filed for bankruptcy or something?
Yeah,
they're done.
Serious?
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay, but here's the thing. All right, there was a commercial for one of the shows on there, and I was like, I like the idea.
There's
of that.
a couple things that look really interesting, but I don't care near enough.
What am I gonna flip my TV to landscape? I'm not gonna watch it on my phone.
Only 10 minutes.
It's for when you're in the taxi. You know how we're in taxis all the time nowadays?
Yes, that's right. I forgot. I don't live in Texas where I have to drive exorbitant distances to get to everything.
That's why I like my podcast 2 hours long.
It's
no kidding.
Really have to screw up to fail when no one has anything
else to do. And it's literally 10 minutes. The Anna Kendrick thing looks cute, but also Anna Kendrick,
I love her.
She's Anna
I'm a
Kendrick.
big fan.
I'm a big fan.
Come to Netflix.
Yeah, but I'm under the impression that real TV will be on something else. To me, I might as well just be watching commercials.
Random question I've been meaning to ask you: do you have cable?
No.
Okay. Shark Week is coming up, and I'm just upset.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
They're still the same as they've always been.
Great every year.
Let's stream Maneater.
I have answers about Shark Week.
There can't be new content.
There is. There's so much science, dude. You know how little we know about the ocean?
We know quite a bit about
sharks. That
sharks.
extends to sharks.
I watched a Shark Week video about how well sharks can actually detect certain liquids in water and whether or not they're attracted to it. And it found that they're most attracted to blood, but it has to be a ton of blood before they're actually interested. So
we're fine. Anyway, sharks are just the coolest, is all. That's the big deal. And the science every year is really cool. The Mythbusters specials were my favorite every year. They just blew stuff up.
Poor Mythbusters.
Yeah.
They're going through a lot right now.
What else are they going through?
Well, Grant died, and
Right.
Adam is being sued by his sister for sexual harassment.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So...
Anyway, Shark Week is great because you get to watch big fish chomp on littler fish.
Let's stream Maneater for a week.
I'm gonna say yes. Like, I think we could get a day out of that.
Yeah.
But I just want to watch giant sharks jump out of the water at high speeds. Is that so much to ask?
We could watch Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
I want to watch Velocipaster, and you guys won't watch it with
You
me.
watched it.
I did not. I watched a review on it.
Oh.
I was gonna watch it, and then I fell asleep.
I'll watch it eventually.
Well, good news. We share a living room right now.
Yeah, that's all I have today. Did you want to do our sketch that we normally do?
Not really.
No?
I'm not prepared.
Are we ever? Do we ever take time and prepare?
I have to like roll that one up into like something else someday.
I think that it's better when we don't have two people.
What do you mean?
I mean, like when we have a fourth person.
Oh, yeah.
It's more fun.
It is. It's easier to fool.
Except for me. I've won every time.
I don't think that's true. I think you lost
I
once.
haven't.
One every time. I'm just gonna pick a cowboy. I'll pick it.
That could
Hey.
easily be fake.
Do you believe in serial killers?
I've heard of them.
That doesn't answer my question. You know, I had a boss once. 2 bosses before Norm. She didn't believe in narwhals.
I get it. I mean, they're like... That's
They're kinda
wild.
weird. They're
No,
not
like, they shouldn't exist, but they do, so that's not... Like, she was like, no, there's, like, Photoshop, and I was like, you can't, Michelle, you can't! What do you mean?
Totally forgot they existed until just now.
Yeah, I never
They were
remember
completely-
that they exist. But I know they do.
I played a lot of Endless Ocean as a kid. Did you
I
ever
did
play
not.
that?
No.
Oh, also I love Shark Week because I wanted to be a marine biologist for a long time, because what little girl didn't? And then it turns out, 1, I get seasick on dry land sometimes, and 2, I'm scared of the ocean.
Yeah, that
So,
sounds fair.
I'm scared of open bodies of water. I got in a lake once, couldn't see the bottom, and I almost had a panic attack.
I found a streaming service that offers tons of horse movies on demand. So
And he just looked at me when they talked about it, and I didn't appreciate it.
I think we're going to do that tonight.
I have to work in the morning, but yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, it was a short episode, but
But it's an episode, baby.
it's an episode.
Almost an hour. Maybe a short episode.
Yeah,
For us.
for us. I mean, we usually do like an hour 20. You know?
Yeah, true.
When I do my Mothman
But-
episode one day, it's gonna be
Oh,
4
gosh.
hours
That's
long.
gonna have to be like a 3-part special.
And I'm okay with that. As long as you're okay with it, I'm cool with it.
Can I take a nap?
No.
Can I take a nap? Okay.
No, you have to pay attention. Okay. Here.
No, like we'll stop. I'll take a nap and then we'll continue.
Oh, yeah, we don't have to do it in one sitting. No.
Yeah, cool.
But I'll make a deal with you guys. We won't have to do a Mothman episode until I get a tattoo of Mothman.
That's up to you.
I
That's a-
have to graduate college first because
I'll
I'm
go-
getting a Mothman tattoo one day, but Mom won't help me pay for college and living expenses.
Can it be Fallout
until I
76 Mothman?
Please.
Please?
Probably not.
Then we would match.
No, I'm just gonna get No, have I shown you guys that like little drawing?
Yes.
It's a Mothman. I'm just gonna get
Yes.
that. I want that on my arm or something. I think it's super cute and very me. I just want it. I want it right here so I can look at. Ooh, so I can look at him all the time and go, cute.
Well, that's an episode, all right.
And then I'll tell you guys all about it while I gaze into his deep red eyes.
And his 12-pack.
He doesn't have a 12-pack in that. He does have a 12-pack on the statues.
Why does Mothman? Why is he so strong?
He's jacked.
He's jacked. Have you seen the Mothman statues in Point Pleasant, West Virginia?
No.
Home of Mothman.
Home of Mothman. He's ripped. I will show you real quick. It's when they were talking about like tearing down Confederate statues, and then people were like, "Where do we draw the line?" My favorite tweet about it was, "There are no good statues except this Mothman statue. Replace all statues with Mothman." Mothman statue. It's in my search history, and I'm gonna own up to that. This is one of them.
You can't see that. Here, let me see it.
Oh, you can see it now.
He looks like what is his name? The Monarch from Venture Brothers.
I don't know what that is.
It looks like the statue of the Monarch from Venture Brothers. Oh God, he's so jacked.
He's so jacked. This is only one of the statues. Did you know there's several?
I did.
And do you know there's not one in my home? What's the point?
Well, on that note, let's get out of here before this gets too off the rails.
Shut it down, Tanner.
We should take a ceramics class or something. You should definitely build your own Mothman statue for your house.
No, it has to be pocket size so I can move apartments with it.
You can make it desk size. Approximately the size of a Spyro pop. Make it about that big.
If they made a 10-inch Mothman pop... Here's the thing, I think they have. It's like a couple $100 now.
Oh no.
They made Mothman pops.
Alright. Alright, I am Tanner. You can find me at twitch.tv/ Dumpster_Jedi. That's where we streamed this. It's where we stream our episodes until this pandemic is over. Before they go up.
It's never going to be over.
That's happening.
That's
happening tomorrow. I will send you with my debit card or something.
No, you have to buy it online, and I can pick it up for you.
Oh, perfect. You can also find me at I'm still Tanner on Twitter. I am going through steps to get that changed to something more on brand. I'm trying to unify my brand. Norman is gone.
Bye, Norm! It's like super easy. I did it in a train station.
Well, someone has it.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to copyright my name. I'm going to have to trademark my name.
Here's what you do.
Because
your Twitter handle should just be Dumpster_Jedi, like the word underscore.
But
and
then
I know it's too long, but it would be very funny.
Very long.
But so funny.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
I'm Emily. You can find me at Ninja Squirrel, NJASQRL, on everything because I have a unified brand. Except Xbox. Apparently someone...
I got upset with your quip, so I muted you. Go ahead.
Well, you just gotta be more creative is all. I've been streaming a lot on Twitch while I'm homeless. My foster family is taking good care of me, don't worry. They bought me Mountain Dew. Literally, so we're cool. And if you guys want our movie reviews, Tanner and I have a podcast called Channel 3 Film School. There's one episode out and one episode on my computer. That will come out one day.
We'll record another one eventually, maybe this week.
Hopefully this week, hopefully about She-Freak.
We'll see.
I just want to start a bad movie podcast. Is that so much to ask? It'll be Emily's Film School for you. It is making you watch bad movies. Episode 1, The Room. I have it right here.
I've seen enough.
It's in here.
I've seen enough.
No, I will say I don't think it'd be a good idea for. Well, it could be a good idea for podcasts. I think that'd be better YouTube content though.
I think you're right. I think it's oversaturated, but I think I would have fun, and that's what's important.
We could make it a separate segment of our YouTube channel for that particular podcast.
It's just going to be me going, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Anyway.
Norm?
Hey, I'm Norm. You can find me at everything at Unhappy Bananas, twitch.tv/unhappybananas. Oh, Instagram, unhappy_bananas.
On Instagram, Tanner is at CaseandT111.
That is my personal Instagram for personal use.
I'm his manager.
Although I do have a photo that was
There's
liked
a website
by
on the disc.
Big
it says
Baby.
The Room Movie.
Yeah.
.com.
Go ahead.
This came with a signed headshot of Tommy Wiseau.
I know, it's an issue. It's a problem.
It's so funny. I have the script of the movie, don't worry, it's signed. I met him. That's just... When he was helping my mom and I move out of my old place, he was like, that's her default line. If she was an NPC, that would be one of her 3 lines. And it hurt.
And it's true, and I
now
stand
when I
by
realized
it.
how true it was, it like hurt a little bit.
It's okay. Mine would be Big Baby liked a picture of my dog on Instagram.
Absolutely, it would.
And I smoked hookah with Shaq.
Yep, that's the other one.
You don't say that one. You don't say that one often enough.
I don't like to break that one out. That's like my my shocker, you know?
Yeah.
When I want control of the crowd quickly.
You told me something earlier today. I don't even remember what it was. You looked at me so quickly.
What did I say?
I don't remember, but you said, nobody knows that about me, and I was like, this is good to know then. It was while we were watching the Pure Flicks video.
Oh gosh. That could
Well,
have been anything.
I'm a great friend, I've already forgotten.
That's perfect. That's exactly
but you
what I
can
wanted.
find us at Spook Troop Pod everywhere. Channel3media.com. We have stickers. This is the first time I've been able to show it up. We got stickers. We got masks. One of our friends got a mask this week.
Oh, yeah. That was nice.
She got it.
Yeah.
And my mom finally got her mask. So, thank you,
our
my mother
website
and Liz.
also,
Shout out to both of you.
Yeah, shut up. Our website also has links to all of our shows.
All of our shows, suggestions.
On all of the formats.
Mom,
so,
we just got your suggestion about Crazy Women. We don't remember the context, so write in.
the question was, or more crazy women. That was the whole chunk of it.
What?
She wants to see more crazy women stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a suggestion, but I don't remember the context. We don't remember the context of why she sent that. I guess I could text her. I have her phone number. She is my mom.
Oh shoot, so do I.
Oh yeah.
Alright, that's
We
enough.
lost it.
This episode's over.
I've been
Good night.
That's my third line.
Good night.
I've been drinking.
Good
that's why
night.
I'm
I'm
crazy.
going off air. It's
Bye.
been fun.
Thanks everybody.